Okay, well, I'm actually a bit pissed off, okay? And it's nothing to do with this evening, but I just think there are certain sections of society who don't take enough responsibility, and that's the title of my talk. And this photograph you can see here is actually taken about 10 yards from my house. This is actually before my wife went and cleaned up all the litter and put it in the dustbin that was round the corner. So when was the last time on a walk that you do regularly thought, I'm going to take a rubber glove, take a carrier bag, and actually go and pick up all the crap that you walk past and go, who left that there? Okay, well actually it was probably you when you were 12. This isn't anybody I know, it's actually not taken in Bristol, this photo, but when was the last time you went out on a lash and actually thought, no, I'm going to take a bit of responsibility here. What I'm going to do is every time I have a glass of beer, a glass of wine, I'm actually going to have a drink of water at the same time, okay? So if you do that, you might still get drunk, depending on if you get out of sync, but you're probably not going to end up like that poor lady with flat back on a bench down in the centre. Now, there's only a few of us in the room young enough to go out in the centre anymore, so that probably doesn't happen too often. And then I'm also pissed off, and this is on the M5 today, driving in the middle lane. I saw a study about a year ago that said the road capacity in this country can take 50% more vehicles. Now, I'm not here to preach petrol or green or anything else, but how many times have you been stuck in a queue because some daddy isn't pulling over? My dad was awful. He used to drive along behind people. He used to flash his lights for like 5 minutes. And we're going, Dad, just go round him. No, he should move over. So I don't do that anymore, though. I didn't learn much from my dad, to be fair. Who fell over in the snow? Okay, who fell over outside their house in the snow? Right. Okay, so we've all seen streets like that this year, global warming, whatever it might be or not. Apparently, approval rates for that gone down 25% or something recently. So when was the last time actually you got the shovel out on the day that the snow fell? Not the next day when it's frozen, not when old Mrs. Wiggins has slipped over and she's going to come and sue you. We'll get onto that in a minute. Okay, so again, just take a bit of responsibility when it happens at the right time, okay? Because then we save ourselves a sore ass. The other day, the portway was shut, okay, apparently. Now, I knew that at 6 o'clock when I was up watching the breakfast news. 2 of my team didn't get up early enough to watch the breakfast news, went down to get the bus, and then phoned up going, sorry, I'm going to be late. Okay, get a friggin' alarm clock. Watch the news before you leave for work, whether you're walking, biking, driving, or busing. It's not difficult, take a bit of responsibility. They reckon in 2007, okay, this is the latest study I could find, obesity in this country cost us £4.2 billion. Billion pounds. What's the average cost of building a primary school? Anybody want to guess? About 25 million quid. Do the maths. It's 200 primary schools. Okay? So, take a bit of responsibility. It's not the steak and chips. Well, maybe that's not so bad. It's not the chicken tikka masala, 4 pints of beer, a bhaji, a poppadom and a bit of bread. Okay? It's maybe not a plate that healthy, but take a bit of responsibility will all help. I'm not sure whether it's Ashley Cole, John Terry, Vernon Kay, David Letterman, the list goes on. Some of my friends are in the room. I don't have a perfect track record in this area, let's face it. Okay? But, whether you've got the devil on one shoulder or the angel on the other, we do need to take a bit of responsibility for our own actions. So when you're on Facebook after 6 pints, just be careful. Okay? It's not difficult, just take a bit of responsibility. So, this is Hotwells Road, this is my walk to work, there is a bit of traffic. You can't quite see that bloody great big Argos lorry parked up at the end at 8:05 on a busy Monday morning, but the queue of traffic was back up onto the Cumberland Basin and causing problems on the radio, because some idiot's deciding to have his sofa delivered. So move it out of that particular lane, whether you're coming down the Gloucester Road, I don't care what it is, but please, if it says don't be there from 8 till 6, please don't put your car there, go put it somewhere else. This is going to be quite topical as well because of what's coming up at some point when they decide, okay? If you don't vote, please don't moan, okay? There's a residence parking zone consultation going on all over Bristol at the moment, okay? 53% of people said no, 47% of people said yes. The local council said we'll go with the majority. Only 25% of people voted, okay? So is that a majority? Well, it is by the rules, okay? But, if you don't vote, don't take responsibility. So get registered on the list and actually take the time out of a busy day. You can do it at 7 in the morning, you can do it at 9 o'clock at night, but please vote. All my clients are lawyers. I don't think there's anybody in the room, so I'm going out on the edge with this one, okay? There is a claims culture. Car insurance went up 20% last year, according to the latest stats I've seen, okay? And your insurers are all saying that's because of oh, I hurt my neck when you ran into me. Okay, so please look where you're going when you're driving. Okay, if you see a pavement that's a bit up, don't go. Okay, just kind of look where you're going, maybe step over it, right? And if you graze your knee, maybe it's your fault for not washing your hair going, my name's David Gilroy, I hope you had a good time.